Hi, thanks for being with us today on this edition of Electric TV. I'm your host, Tom Green. Well, for the kid in all of us, a trip to the zoo is one of those times where we can be who we really want to be. In that vein, the Toledo Zoo knew that when it wanted to install a new solar panel project, they needed to find the sweet spot where form meets function. And it's right up the alley of the best electrical team in America. Back with the story is ETV's Dominic Geritano. Hi, Dom. Did you have a favorite animal? Did you see the monkeys?
No, my cousins were still locked in their cage, but yeah, you know. In all seriousness, I did see what could pass for a snake. The solar panels that snaked around the parking lot, and I have to tell you, the work done by Romanoff Electric ventures into that realm of artistic, each part of the install seamlessly blending into the surrounding creative spaces. Each one is his own work of art. Northwestern Ohio might not be what you think of as the best candidate for a solar installation, but the Toledo Zoo, one of the best zoos in America, wouldn't take that for an answer. When they were ready for their own solar installation, they tasked NECA contractor Romanoff Electric with figuring it out, and Romanoff delivered. One of the most unique projects you'll see around, the Toledo Zoo solar panel project, was a marvel of achievement.
We've installed 1,400 individual panels out here. So we've got 13 inverters here. They range anywhere from 5,000 watts to 8,000 watts, depending on how many of these panels we've put in a circuit.
We do a lot of work with the Toledo Zoo, and they were very happy to have us.
We had a single inverter concept in the center of the array. What we figured out early on was the decibel level of the inverter affected animals. It was right in their noise range or hearing range. So we ended up having to go to several small inverters, which worked well anyway because we have multiple angles in the array.
Problems arise, and the brainpower of NECA contractors solves them. Like these globes, they cast a shadow on the panels, which would cause them to burn out. So what did Romanoff do? Well, pioneer a new technique with the help of an outside company to turn off the panels that are being shaded. But the biggest problem remains: how to use solar panels when there's not much sun to be had. Romanoff did some research, and they came up with the brightest solution yet.
Here in Ohio, we live in an area of a lot of diffused light. And when I say diffused light, we have a lot of clouds that roll over our area and fracture the light as it comes through the sky. In the Southwest, you have pretty much direct sunlight. So here in Ohio, because of that, thin film panels tend to work a little bit better than a crystalline panel. Let's say we have a light up here. You know, my line of sight, I'm looking at that light, but I can't see any of the lights around me. That would be a good description of a crystalline panel. I only see that light ahead of me. A thin film panel, imagine if you will, I've got eyes here, I've got eyes here, I've got eyes here, and I've got eyes in the back of my head. I'm seeing all the lights around me. So I'm seeing more light from the sky. So that enables me to turn on sooner. I can turn on early in the morning, and I can stay on till late in the evening.
So even though Toledo might get a little, well, gloomy every once in a while, these panels keep on generating electricity.
There is a big misconception that you need to be out west, down south in the southeastern or southwestern states to produce solar energy in a productive way that's cost effective. That's not true anymore. Technology has come along so far that here in Northwest Ohio, these produce, even with snow on them, they will produce a portion of the power that's rated.
Saving an owner money on the front end by problem solving, and on the back end by reducing power costs. Just another day in the life of a NECA contractor and their IBEW workforce.
The outcome is exactly what the customer wanted, something that shows what we're doing here in the U.S. We're getting off foreign oil. We're producing a nice looking package for the customers to enjoy. And everybody was real happy. We're very proud of what we've put in here. The costs of the inverters, of the panels, the competition has brought all that pricing down. I'm waiting for the day when I can put some in my backyard, because I think they'll be a huge help.
So we've helped bring down the cost of solar by innovative installations, such as the zoo or other installations. But more importantly, and the zoo is a fine example of this, we've learned how to install solar cost effectively in an urban environment where power is being used.
Its beauty reaches far beyond the aesthetic considerations. Each panel means cost savings to the owner. That, in and of itself, is beautiful. The work done by Romanoff and IBEW Local 8 shows us all that green construction can be a living, breathing installation that's as functional as it is attractive, and it can appeal to you no matter what species you are.
Thanks very much, Tom. Well, that's it for this edition of ETV. For Dominic Geritano, I'm Tom Green, and we'll see you next time.